Gemini, welcome to Ether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new here, we're doing a general collective reading today. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Flip and switch the roles if you need to, but don't try and make anything fit. If it's not your story, just leave it alone. Okay, we've got Temptation will test you with the apple. So there's a snake that's going to come around testing you. Now, obviously, whatever this temptation is, it's not good for you, or it's not good for your relationship, or it's not good for your career, or whatever it is. It's like something you've probably restrained yourself from for good reason. It could be somebody could be a recovering addict or alcoholic or something like that. You could be like trying to stay healthy. You could be, like staying off sugar, and somebody offers you a piece of cake. Something's going to come and test you, and you shouldn't do it. Or you need to exercise restraint. But then we've got the dagger, fear, worries, intense situations. So it kind of feels like maybe this is happening now, or this has recently happened, and maybe that temptation got you. Maybe you did act on that. Now there's the fear, worries, intense situations that somebody's going to find out. And it could be any number of things, because, it's all different for everybody, but that's too many cards. So yeah, fear, worries, tense situations is coming out of this. I don't feel like these situations are separate circumstances. I feel like you may even be worried that, somebody's going to find out that you saw a person. Maybe you didn't go through with a temptation. But you could be like, maybe even if you're in certain proximity with somebody, say you're in a relationship and you ran into whomever it was, or somebody dropped in without letting you know they were coming around, and that if your person was to find out that you caught up with whatever his name is, or whatever her name is, that they're going to automatically assume that you acted on some temptation, or it's like a bad influence. This person, they're renowned for something. So it could be something like that, where you didn't do the wrong thing maybe, but you were in the wrong place, or you were with the wrong person. Like it's feeling like there's a tense situation now. Yeah, you're worried about something. So we've got the skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. See? I feel like you did it. Whatever this temptation was, I feel like you did it, and now you're worried about it being found out, and it's better out than in. Like, you're better off just coming out with it, coming clean to somebody, whatever it is. It's like you got to come clean, because if whatever the secret is, if it gets found out, without you disclosing it, obviously it's going to be a lot worse than it needs to be. All right, we've got the purse. Pay attention to your finances. It doesn't have to be that big a deal. It's a big deal to you. And it's probably a big deal to somebody else, or somebody you are keeping the secret from. It could be somebody at work. It could be somebody you're in a relationship with. You may have been tempted when you were at the shops to buy a certain thing that was quite expensive and kind of unnecessary, and you bought it. And, it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be like you slept with somebody, or you went and you know, shot up with drugs or something. It doesn't have to be like on that scale. It could just be like you made a unnecessary purchase. Something was tempting. So, or you ate that cake and you're supposed to be on a cleanse with somebody else and holding each other accountable or something like that. Whatever. Okay, so pay attention to your finances. This is important. It could be that something you are doing with your money, or something that you might have seen. I mean, could have been tempted to buy a new car or something, and you've signed up to a 5-year lease, or I don't know. But yeah, there's possibly more money going out than coming in right now. Or there's been a lot of spending lately and it needs to get reined in. We've got the Lion, time to act. So no more putting something off. It's time to get down and busy. Probably with working and your finances. Sorting out whatever's going on there. The bottom of the deck, we've got the Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So, you know, that deep personal strength, that's certainly the Lion. Very Leo energy. It's like you need to dig deep and pull through that deep personal strength. Something you need to kind of overcome inside of yourself with this action. It's time to take action with something that you may have been putting off, or you letting your fear and lack of confidence get in the way. It's like it's time to dig deep, and you've got it in you. You have that strength and that confidence in you, and you're not pulling it out. You haven't been using it. You haven't been pulling it out. You've been maybe letting yourself get away with some excuses. Yeah, because you've got the hills here, obstacles to overcome. So, I don't know, maybe you've been like waiting for something to smooth out before you kind of took action. But it's needed. It is in your future position. So... And this could also be the fear and the worries that are overcoming you with regards to like taking this action. You know, I think like when you just get out of the mindset that you've been in, or you are in, and just really like get rid of all that crap and really get honest with yourself and realize, you know, you do have a lot of confidence, you do have a lot of strength, and you're not using it right now. You're letting, I don't know, whatever overcome you right now. And I think you just need to get back into your strength. That's all. Like what you've been through in life and what you've overcome in life, and the things you've learned, the lessons you've been through. It's like, how are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You're playing it soft right now, Gemini, and you need to just get back to like that rough, like pull it out, pull the lion out in yourself. So what's this temptation will test you? Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so juggling with, there's a few things you're juggling, and yeah, you could be tempted to buy something that's quite unnecessary probably. What's the Two of Pentacles? Maybe you're currently in that place where you're like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? You could be making an impulsive decision here. Not well thought through. An impulsive purchase, or just, yeah, like you get tempted, whatever it is, you buy that thing, you really shouldn't spend that money. Yeah. So... And I feel like something's gonna test you. Yeah, you just, it's gonna like show up out of the blue. Like it doesn't feel like it's something that's kind of there that you can go down the road and get. It's like you're at a place, or you're with a person, or you know, you're at a party, or you're at a shop, and you just see something, or somebody offers you something, and you didn't have time leading up to it to think about whether you would or you wouldn't. It's like something just comes in quickly, and you don't give yourself much time to contemplate, or maybe there's like that fear of loss, like you're walking past a person who's a really good salesperson and they use the whole only for today, only if you buy within the next hour, or some kind of really, you know, the takeaway close, or the fear of loss, or the, you know, the fear of missing out. There's only 100 left, or there's 10 left to the first 10 callers. Oh my god. Does anybody still go for that? I guess they do. So, what's the Eight of Wands? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So, if you're a masculine, I feel like you make some impulsive decision to buy something for your queen. If you're this Queen of Pentacles, I mean, if you're the feminine, now you could buy something for yourself or for a girlfriend or something like this, but it's kind of, it's an impulsive, it's still impulsive. I feel like in this Queen of Pentacles energy, she's ungrounded in this decision. She's definitely ungrounded with, you know, like her financial, she's not in her power financially and in other ways right now. And maybe because finances have been topsy-turvy, this is why, you know, she needs, what she needs to happen is something needs to be like consistent, regular, secure. She needs that security. And maybe things have been like quite of a juggle lately, and you know, this fast moving energy, she just needs things to kind of like slow down. Somebody could have bought a flight like an impulse purchase, like to go on a future vacation. Give me one more for this. Ooh, the devil energy. Okay, so two things. Either you do hold back at the last minute and you do pull your power back from, you know, making this impulsive decision, or whatever it is that you're buying, you see it as good for you. Like maybe it's not a good time to spend that money on that particular thing, but you see it as like something that's healthy, something that helps you pass, you know, like for example, you might be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. It's like you give yourself an excuse for buying something or doing something. It's like, I'm just going to, okay, if you were tempted by drugs, maybe you go, well, I'll just do the mushrooms or the MDMA because they're more natural than some other substances. Or, you know, it was just a line of coke. Or, you know, like at least I went for quality over like some of the, like, you know, maybe you've got that kind of a, you know, oh, I did the healthier option. Or yes, I drank, but I made sure that it was just a vodka soda and it didn't have any sugar with it and blah blah blah. Or I bought that vape because it's better that I vape than I smoke cigarettes. Or whatever it was like something you kind of, you splurge in and you go, yeah, but it was better than this other completely toxic thing that I used to do. Or I thought I would reward myself with that thing because, you know, I've been so good lately. Yeah, however it resonates for you, but yeah, I mean, you could have withheld from this, but maybe that creates a tense situation for you because you're thinking about it later. Now that it's showing up, you're like, now that I know that I can just go down the road and get that from that person, now that I've met that person and it's super accessible to me. So, Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's like somebody else was witness to whatever you did. like another person knows, and you're like, will they keep their mouths shut? Or this could be you overthinking either what you did or what you didn't do, but overthinking. Maybe you want to do it, maybe now it's accessible, and you're thinking it's so tempting, it's staying tempting. So it's going around and around and around in your mind, and you need to stop obsessing about it. And if another person was witness to something you did, you're still going around and around your mind obsessing about it. Coming up with excuses. Yeah, letting it get the better of you. So we need to bring some balance back into the situation. The Temperance, like, this is alchemy, you know, taking something, taking an experience, like maybe you did trip up here, and you've got to kind of go, well, you know what, like, what's the positive we can make out of this? Take an experience, whether it's a bad experience or a good experience, but, you know, something negative, and alchemize it into something positive. Like, you know, balance it out. All right, yes, you know, in future I'm going to be better. In future I'm not going to do this. But you know, give yourself credit for where credit's due, and it's like, find out how to, you know, give yourself, not have yourself in an environment that is tempting again. So this could be like, you know, you've quit smoking for the last 6 months, and then you just had just the one because you used to be a social smoker or something, and everyone was sitting around smoking, and you thought, you know, I'm not gonna, but it's like you lost your streak. You lost your, now you can't say you haven't smoked in 6 months because you just had one, even the one. It's like you lost your record. Whatever it is, it's like, okay, you're finding a way to, like, create some balance for yourself, and also in your mind, stop worrying about whatever this is, and maybe figuring out to, like, how to you know, do better next time, but not letting yourself beat up on, not beating up on yourself, like, ongoingly too much here. It is what it is. We can't change the past. We can just do better now. So yeah. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So there could be some tense situations going on at work that you need to balance out, or, you know, they need to balance out. We got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, and the Justice in reverse. So I feel like you know better. You know that you're not maybe getting paid what you're worth, or, you know, you're not giving to a situation all that you can, or the situation's just never going to really satisfy you and feel balanced. Maybe you haven't been dedicating the time to a project that, you know, it's not working because you're not giving enough to it. But with the High Priestess energy here, it's like, this is unlimited potential. You have unlimited potential, and you have this, there's no glass ceiling here. So I feel like this injustice that you're experiencing is with yourself, because you know you can do better. You know you have this potential that you're not tapping into right now. Honestly, I don't think this, I mean, the circumstances surrounding you could feel unjust, could feel like unbalanced, or, you know, you're getting back what you put in here, but you may not be putting it into the right cup. You may not be you may be putting your energy into the wrong business, to the wrong company. Like, you can earn more, but you haven't applied somewhere else. You haven't asked for more, so you're not getting more, and you know this. Or you're not doing more, so you're not getting more, or whatever it is for you. But it's like, it's something around money or work or a project, something financial here. And I don't know why you're not going after what you are capable of, but you know, you're the one holding yourself back here. So it's, you're not feeling balanced in what you're getting back, but you're not asking for more, you're not trying for more. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. If you can't get paid anymore in the place that you're at, well, you can't complain about that, because that's what they pay for that position. But what, you know, you can complain if you're applying for positions that pay more, and you're willing, you know, but you're not doing that right now. So it's like you've got these worries are there because, you know, it's like wanting somebody to have more potential than they're currently capable of giving, and you want more from them, and it's like, well, they don't have. It's like trying to, you know, get a toaster that just cooks toast and you want it to make you a cup of tea as well, and it's like, it isn't built for that. You know, you're not going to get more than some toast out of it. you know, like, if you want a cup of tea or a coffee, you need to go get a coffee maker. If you want a cup of coffee and you're working for a toaster, you need to go and work for a coffee maker. You know what I mean? I don't know if I just made that even more confusing than, but like, you can't expect to get more out of a place that doesn't offer more. You need to go to the place that offers more and go work there, or go, you know, put your time, energy, effort there to make that money. So that's what I'm getting. So hidden secrets can harm you. What is this? Are these your secrets or somebody else's? Ooh, 3 of Cups. So there's been a little bit of fun, some celebration, some partying, maybe socializing at the very least, but something about this has burdened you. So what did you get up to last summer? I mean, did somebody fool around with a King of Wands in reverse they didn't really love, but it was just like something, there could be like a little bit of hidden I think somebody slept around and now this is like forever a burden. It's like there's a secret here, and I feel like, you know, somebody else knows, at least one other person knows about this, which is why this can harm you, because it's not just a matter of you never saying something, it's a matter of somebody else not ever saying something. And so it's like there's some proof out there that you can't, you know, it could come out at any time. You may not even want to give somebody the heads up that, hey, don't tell so-and-so that I did this. So because you don't want it to look as bad as it is, or, you know, you don't want that person to be able to use that against you one day. So it could just slip out in conversation, you know, especially with joint friends or something, people you see all the time. There was a witness to this. So yeah, somebody's very burdened by this secret coming out. It may not be you, it may be somebody who you're very close to, that you know, that's carrying this. And obviously it's going to damage the relationship or the trust if you were to find out, or if they were to find out. So Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Honestly, still sort of feeling like somebody spent some money unnecessarily. Maybe there's a child that knows, that was witness to whatever this thing was that happened, that's a secret. This could have happened a long time ago. There could be some sort of secret from your childhood that still burdens you. This could have been something that happened to you as a child, or happened to your person as a child that they've never shared. That's been like a lifelong burden. What's the Ten of Wands to the Page of Pentacles? Three of Wands. It's like somebody just wants to like move past it. They just want to like manifest something new. They just want to like, it's not giving, there's no communication out here. So there's no swords, there's none of that. I mean, even the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So somebody here, whoever's holding on to this secret, they're not going to open their mouth. They're just worried about somebody else gossiping or talking about it in social settings. So somebody here, whether this is you or somebody else, they are not going to come clean. Their desire is just to move on and keep it covered up. And like, they're willing to take this burden to the grave. Like, they'll carry this, they're willing to carry this on their conscience for the rest of the time. They have no desire to talk about it. So it must be a very big deal. But that's where it's at. They just want to move past this and keep manifesting, keep planning. Yeah. Maybe this has happened before. Maybe this is a bit of a slip up. Maybe this is still the temptation that happened, and it's like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not even going to talk about it. So just maybe even masterfully, like, we don't even have any lies out here. Somebody's just omitting rather than lying, just not offering that information. And maybe they feel like, okay, well, if I'm the one who fucked up, it's not for me to go and put that on somebody else's conscience or have them worry about it. It's for my burden for me to carry. That could be how it's being handled, played. So pay attention to your finances. Now, I feel like, just before I move on to that, yeah, we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So it's like somebody just wants to kind of, I know the Magician's in the upright, but I still want to say the word manipulate the situation forward. In a way where somebody's not lying, they just want to keep the future the focus rather than the past. Like, let's not talk about Friday night ever again. Let's just talk about the stuff we want to do in the future. Let's just go forwards. And yeah, somebody's like focusing on future love, current and future, but just, yeah, very masterful at turning this to, you know, face the other direction. So we've got a Wheel of Fortune in the upright. with pay attention to your finances. So, you know, pay attention, because there may be an opportunity here. Maybe when things are going well, like, because this wheel is forever turning, and right now it's in the upright. So it's like, you know, keep the ball rolling. Like, if your finances are going in the right direction, things are moving along, don't go, okay, you know, like if you were, say, in sales and you had a really good start to your week and you closed a couple of great big sales, you know, by like end of the work day on Tuesday, you're like, shit, I've already made my commissions for the whole week, or, you know, I've made the same amount I worked the last 2 weeks to get. But, you know, you probably also, the last 2 weeks were a build up to those closings. But you don't want to like go, and take the rest of the week off now. Like, you know, I've made my money for the week, I'm going to go put my feet up for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, keep that ball rolling. Keep the momentum. I'd say just like, don't go like, oh, well, that's enough. It's like, what about the weeks that it isn't enough? What about the weeks that the ball isn't rolling? I feel like somebody here needs to keep some momentum going forwards and not fall off this bandwagon, and like get it while it's hot, you know? So what's the Wheel of Fortune for pay attention to your finance? Oh. Okay, yeah, because the Empress is, okay, Empress is came out in reverse, kind of the way I picked it up, she's still in reverse there. So this is giving like you need to get creative again. Like, I feel like you're really good at this when you're on fire. Like, when you hit it, you really hit it good. It's giving like you haven't maybe been in this creative mode lately. Like, but when you are, like, you just have, the phone is just ringing. Like, the opportunities are coming to you. You're not even having to go chase them. But when we're talking about momentum, it's like it's time to get that momentum built up, and then while it's built up, keep it going. Don't fall off. Like, you might not have been talking to many people lately, or like keeping in touch with, I don't know, like maybe clients, business colleagues, you know, business alliances. You might not have been doing that recently, and it's time to like reconnect. What's the Empress in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune? Like, it might be time to like call a couple of people you used to even work with or for. See what opportunities are coming around. Just stay in touch. Like, keep your finger on the pulse. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, you know, I often see the Seven of Swords in reverse as like, it's the opposite of being, I feel like it's being strategic, like in a good way, not like just taking what's not yours, but, you know, being opportunistic, not with the wrong intentions, with the intentions of, you know, you want to move yourself forward, you want to take advantage of opportune times or circumstances, but you don't want to like rip people off. So I think this is one of the best cards to have in the reverse. Same with the Devil in the reverse. It's a good one to have in the reverse there. Yeah. Give me another one. What's the Empress in reverse to the Seven of Swords in reverse? The Nine of Wands. So, I don't know what it is, but there's something that maybe there's something you need to like spend some money on, that's good, you know, like something you need to invest in, or something you need to do, something you need to push forward, but you haven't been. You've been very defensive about this. Now, going back to like what I was saying before about your, you know, you can't expect to get a cup of coffee out of a toaster. This could be you need to apply, or you need to specialize, you need to direct your attention, you know, into a certain area, and you just haven't been doing that. Like, for whatever reason you've been, defenses are up because maybe you've tried something like specializing or applying for a certain position before and it didn't go too well, or you just, and so you're just very hesitant here, like wounded warrior, like something. Now, you haven't given up, but I don't see you pushing forward. So it's like you need to get this creative juices back. You need to get into this abundant mode again. And I feel like you are the Empress, but you're not in your power right now. With regards to something to do with your finances or your work or your career. It's like you've been on top before, and you're playing a smaller game than you're capable of playing, is what it's giving. You could be like protecting what you've got right now instead of like throwing caution to the wind and going after something bigger. Why don't you apply for what you want, or dabble a little bit in a certain area that you're wanting to push in? Maybe give it a go. Give something a go. Why your defense is up? Because something didn't work once before in the past, or you're questioning or doubting yourself. It's time to act, Gemini. We've got this, like, bring this line out. Look, we've got the 6 of Wands. As soon as you act, you've got so much support. Like, I feel like as soon as you act, people are going to be like, you pick up the phone and call some people and they'll be like, Gemini, oh, it's so great to hear from you. Or you apply for those positions and you get like multiple offers and like, oh, thank God we found a person like you. We have been looking for you for you don't know how long. We've had so many bad experiences. It's been so hard to fill this position. I think you're really defensive and thinking the worst, and thinking, I don't know what you're thinking, Gemini, but really, as soon as you get into action, you are going to be, you're going to be celebrating. People are going to be so happy to hear from you, so happy that you reached out, so happy that you took this step. And you are going to feel amazing that you did too. So, we've got a 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and that's often saying like there could be a lot of money going out. Maybe you've got to spend something to get something. Maybe you've got to, I don't know, if you're going to apply for a new job, maybe you're going to like go spend some money on getting a new suit or a new outfit for the interviews. Or I don't know, maybe you're going to spend some money on helping somebody update your resume and make it look real nice and flash. Maybe you're going to, I don't know. Maybe you get this new job, but they pay every 2 weeks, and you got to wait 2 weeks before you get your first check. I don't know, but it's successful. It's very successful. What's this 10 of Pentacles in reverse? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is really fast moving energy. Like he's definitely in action. But maybe when you finally get into, taking this action, you expect things to go faster than they do. Or maybe like for somebody who's maybe getting back into the workforce after being a full-time mom or something like that, it's like it takes a little bit of getting going. Like as in, you think things are going to go faster than they do. It might just, somebody may go into something, it's still very successful, there's a lot of support here, you're feeling good about yourself, but it may take a little bit more time for maybe like those commissions to roll over, or for that money to get paid into it. It's just something like that. Or sorry, what I was gonna say about, like, you know, maybe you go from being a full-time mum, maybe you were getting like some child support payments or some government payments or something like that, and now that you're working, like, that support drops off, but you're going to have that income coming in. I think ultimately you're going to be in a better position, but it may take a little bit longer once you get started. All the more reason to start now, act now, like, get going. Because it may take a bit of a roll-on effect. It may take a little bit of building up and keeping that momentum going to get the result that you're looking for. So it may not be like this get rich quick overnight thing. It may be a bit of, you know, anything worthwhile is worth working hard for. So, Two of Cups though. Honestly, I think that now for some of you it may be time to act on, like, a legal matter, you know, separation of some asset. It may be time to sell something that you've been holding off on. But I feel like you're coming into union with yourself. You're coming into union with, like, that best side of yourself. That, that side that you've been, like, having your defenses up with. I feel like also once you act on, you know, maybe if you're in a relationship right now, once you take this action, things are going to be looking up. Like, it's going to be successful. So I feel like somebody is just always round, whether it's your career, your relationship, you know, finally doing that thing that you've been holding back on, that procrastination. Like, it's going to really turn things around for you. You're going to be so happy you did. Ace of Wands, you're going to get this passion and desire back for your, like, in your relationship, with your relationship with yourself, and just with your life in general. You're, like, back winning here, really winning. So let's get you an oracle card quickly. You are the only one today that gets an oracle card, because these readings have been going way too long, and even this one's over 40 minutes already, but it's the shortest one today. So somebody's got to get an oracle card, and it's you, Gemini. Just be quick, but one last message for you. So I just, you know, like, anything with tarot too, like, sometimes, you know, opportunities obviously can just come in and we take them or we leave them, but, you know, that's the point, isn't it? Like, you can get opportunity after opportunity. It's only when you take action, it's only when you act on it. Stuff isn't just gonna drop out of the sky into your lap. Like, opportunities can come in, but action is needed. Like, you have to get up and do something. Like, you're not gonna, bit of nudity there. You're not going to meet the love of your life if you don't get off the couch and go out and be around some people. Give the universe or the spirits the opportunity for that connection to collide with you. You know, like, they can be right there. Unless, I mean, it could be your neighbor and you never go outside and speak to your neighbor. You're not gonna make much progress, right? So you need to take action, as well as, like, let things unfold, but action is required. So we've got Become More Objective as your oracle card. We've got Minimize Guilt at the bottom of the deck. I think the Minimize Guilt thing is to do with this hidden secret, so we'll just leave that one. You know if you've got it. So Become more objective is your card, and it's a number 4 card. So this is about, you know, when you're more objective, like 4 is a number of stability, like the 4 pillars, like the 4 of Wands. Becoming more objective can give you a more stable outlook on life, a more stable perspective to see things through. So I feel like the light keeps changing on that camera, but see it flicker in the corner of my eye. All right. Develop a compassionate attitude towards yourself and others. You are being challenged to step out of your out of your subjective experience of what may have been done to you and look at a situation objectively. If a person has acted in a hurtful, dishonorable way towards you, you have an opportunity to understand the real cause that has made them behave like this. Often, this cause can be found in what they have experienced in their childhood, which would point towards the lessons they have brought from their lives, from other lives. This is a chance to develop compassion and see the situation differently. You are also being asked to objectively look at yourself and what role you have had in creating a challenging situation. If you can truly learn the lessons in this experience, you can move on to something different. If not, you will be stuck in a constant pattern of repeating the old, as will we all. If we don't get the lesson, we will have to keep repeating that lesson until we get it. And then we go on to the next cycle. So, you know, if we refuse to see or to work on ourselves, we just get stuck. And I mean, there's a couple of signs I read for, and thank God it's not you, Gemini, but there's a couple of signs. I've literally talked to my friend about this. I'm like, I don't think I want to read for these signs anymore. It is the same shit in a different week. Like, they just are not growing. They're not getting the lesson. It's just going around and around and around, and I just feel like I'm being repetitive with it because there's just nothing new showing up because they're just so stuck in their cycle. But we can all get stuck in a cycle, and it doesn't have to be your whole life. It can be an area of your life. You can get stuck in a bad eating pattern or a bad sleeping pattern or a bad anything. It could be stuck in procrastination, stuck in fear, stuck in whatever. You're not going to get out of that zone. Nothing's going to move and change until you do. So yeah, if you don't want to keep repeating the lesson, you need to nail it. So looking at it objectively, not just other people but yourself, maybe taking a different look at how some circumstances, like why a person did what they did, may have you with a fresh pair of eyes be able to sort of see it from a different point of view, as well as yourself. It can help you get unstuck. So the action: reflect on old patterns that keep coming up in your life. Where do you keep creating similar types of painful, hurtful experiences? Try to view them as if you were a therapist, or even better, a higher being. How can you change and do something different, even though everything inside you wants to react in the same old manner? Ask, what is the lesson? And what new action do I need to employ to learn it? This could be to forgive the other, or it could be to gently confront them, or even take some time out for self-healing. There we go. I'll leave it there. So Gemini, this is your reading today. I hope it resonates. I hope the messages are helpful for you. And if they are, if you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this channel to grow, and I will be back in 4 days time. Your next reading will be on the 16th. I think that's Wednesday. So keep your notification bell switched on so you get the update when that comes through. And we'll see you all there. So take care, thank you, and bye for now.